Yo, this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. This video we're going to run over the top 5 drones for 2021. I've picked these based on Amazon reviews, Amazon bestsellers, what you get for the price, the features, and basically just what I think are the top 5 drones for 2021. Clicked on the thumbnail, you're probably in the market for a drone, or you just kind of like watch my videos, or you have a drone, you want to get another one, I don't know, a bunch of reasons. But anyway, today I'm going to go over 5 that I think are the best picks for 2021 that can all be bought from Amazon. While you're here, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to click that sub button, like, leave a comment what you think about the drones. I get back to all my comments and I'll be happy to talk you through. Let's get to it. So I've had a bunch of drones. I went from toy drones up to ones with cameras, up to ones with slightly better cameras, and then I had a Mavic Mini, then I had Mavic Pro. But some of the little drones are actually quite decent, and sometimes if it's just a hobby for you, you might not want to spend that much money on. But like I said before, I've ranked these based on the features that they've got, price, if they're good for the budget, and I'll have all the links to them below if you do want to go through and buy any of them. So first on the list, we've got the Eachine E520S. It's $133.99 GBP, not sure what it is in dollars, but $133.99 GBP. It claims to be a 5G Wi-Fi 4K drone that has real-time synchronous transmission with a relatively short range of 250 meters, which is quite short, but it's on the list because the camera is actually quite decent. Boasts a bunch of features, and for the price, to be able to shoot 4K, it's pretty damn good. The app that it uses looks relatively alright. Apparently the GPS is pretty spot on. Everybody says that it is. Just the only bad thing about it is that it doesn't seem to go very far. But you might not need it to go far depending on what you want to buy it for. It has a built-in follow me mode, which is where you just basically walk around with the smartphone that you've got it on the screen and it will follow you. Pretty decent little feature that I used to use on the Mini. I use it in the intro that you might see where the one follows me and I'm walking with a little drone controller. It has a bunch of modes. One key takeoff, which isn't really a mode, but one key takeoff. Altitude hold, where it'll hold a certain altitude. And it has a kind of beginner mode where it'll go to a height that seems relevant and it'll stay there and it'll move, and it kind of does everything for you. So it says, and the reviews look like it kind of does do what it's meant to on the tin. It comes with 2 batteries and you get 16 minutes flying on both, which isn't too bad considering that the Mavic usually only give you roughly 20 to 22 minutes. And again, that 250 meters control. 250 meters is actually quite far, but it's from the receiver, so it's not a million miles away, but it's a pretty decent whack of distance. One good thing about these guys is that for the cheap drones, you want to have decent customer service, and these ones boast good customer service, and the reviews seem to back that up alright. Coming in at number 4 is the Techrcof. This is a 1080p camera drone that has high quality aerial drone footage and a decent flyer. This one has a lot of the same features as the other one, that it'll lock at a certain height that you want it to, but the one on this is that the gimbal is actually pretty damn decent. Camera stabilization on it, it doesn't have in-camera stabilization, but the gimbal is actually alright from what I've read. And this comes in at $79.99, which is even cheaper than the last one. It doesn't shoot at 4K, but I mean it shoots at 1080 and the 1080 looks pretty damn decent. This one has 3 speeds, which is one is fast, one is slow, and one is medium. This one doesn't fly for just as long. This one comes with 2 batteries. It's 11 to 12 minutes flight time. It's a lot shorter than the last one, but that's what you'd expect when you're paying a little bit less cash. I like the look of this one. It looks quite nice. The reviews are pretty decent on it, and it's the second cheapest that I've got on the list. This one is foldable and easy to carry. It's really, really small. Quite good. Not quite as small as something like the Mavic Mini, but it's small and portable, and it has a decent amount of features in it. Probably a pretty good steal at that. Number 3 is this 4D RCcopter. This one boasts 4K Super UHD camera. Now, this is at number 3 mainly because of the features that it comes with considering the price tag. This one is a little bit more expensive at $149.99, but it does use 5 GHz Wi-Fi transmission to ensure that you never lose signal with the drone, and it's got one of the least latency between the picture on the screen and the actual drone camera, which is a pretty good steal. This drone comes with one that the other 2 don't, and it's a terrific return to home feature where if for whatever reason you need it to come back, the place that it took off from, one touch and it will come all the way back to where you sent it off from, I guess. This one also comes with a carrying case, which you'd expect when you're paying a little bit more extra cash. This one comes with a brushless motor, which lasts a bit longer than other ones, and is quiet and not as mad noisy. This one's portable and ultra light, and it's the first one that weighs under 250 grams. Now, if you're from the UK, any drone over 250 grams, you have to register to be able to use it, but if it's under 250, you don't. This one comes banging on the 250, so you don't have to actually register it. This is a great choice for beginners. This is if you're wanting to dip your toe in to maybe do some cool kind of footage, not have to worry about the footage that you're getting, not have to worry about it going too far. It doesn't give the distance how far it goes, but it's a lot further than the 250 meters from before. This is a nice choice, and it looks pretty decent. It's a cool little piece of kit for the cash. Coming in at number 2, value for money with this one. This is the Holy Stone 1080p, FOV, 120 degree HD FP. It comes with loads of detail in the title. You can have a look at it, but this is one of the nicer looking ones as well. It's a cool bad boy looking, and obviously with that finish on it, right up my street. This one has a wide angle lens on it, so it captures much more than some of the other ones. The app on this one is what gets the best feedback, even though it is the cheapest on the list. It's the most user friendly, and it gets the best say from everybody that has it on Amazon. So, you know, that's just from trawling through the reviews. Obviously, in all of these cases, there are some ones that are shit reviews, because that's typically what people do. Is if they have a bad experience, they'll review it. Good, they won't. But trawling through some of the good ones, it says that the app is better than some of the other more expensive copy alternatives. This one has voice control, gesture control, where you can tell it. I don't know how well these kind of things work, but it has all these features, and it's why it's number 2. It has more features than the other ones, but for less money. This one also lets you take photos in the air, where you can let go of it, and if you want to take like family photos, if you're on the beach or wherever you're flying your drone sensibly, remember, you can put the controller down and it'll still take the photo on a timer, which is quite a cool little feature if that's what you're using it for. This is a perfect drone for kind of beginners, kids, people who've never really flown drones before, just want to dip their toe in, but also use it for some decent footage, and it will fly really well, and you can kind of trust it, especially for this price range. It's why it's in number 2, because it's the best kind of budget one that you can get here that isn't pushing the boat out, but if you just want to dip your toe into the world of drones with cameras, that's a perfect choice. And this only comes in at $62.99, which is a steal for the amount of features that you're getting in comparison to some of the other ones. This one also comes with 2 batteries, each giving you 20 minutes of flight time, which is more than all the others and extremely close to the Mavic for the price. This is one of those ones that seems too good to be true, and it might be, but based on what everybody seems to say about it, seems alright. Now, top of the list, I've had one, I know how they fly, and I know that if you do have the extra money to splash out, I would recommend right now going for the Mavic Mini. There's a combo version that I've linked in the description below that you can pay for now. The Mavic Mini weighs just 249 grams, so again, much like some of the others, you don't have to register it. The Mavic's extremely light and portable. It's got a 12 megapixel camera capable of shooting 2.7K quad HD videos with the 3-axis gimbal. It basically has all the bells and whistles. It's top tier in the very budget drone world, and the reviews speak for themselves. It's the one that I can condone and say that if you can just squeeze a little bit extra cash over the other ones, an absolute steal. Say you bought the one previous and you thought, right, I need to get something a little bit better, this is where you want to go. Would be the Mavic every time. This has a distance up to 2 kilometers, which is a long way, much longer than some of the ones we went through before. It's a spot on amount of distance for you to be able to get as far as you need to go. This is for shots of landscapes and all that kind of stuff. It's a bang on amount of distance, and it's a scary amount of distance because you won't can see it that far away anyway. The DJI Fly app is just one of the nicest apps. It's very upmarket. It's a sweet app, is what you'd expect when you're paying that type of price for it, and it's the easiest one to use. Some of the others are clunky and messy and copy and maybe in a foreign language, but this one is bang on. In the combo version that is $399, it's currently on offer down at $399 from $459. You get a bunch of extra propellers, get the intelligent flight battery, a remote controller, a gimbal protector, a whole extra bunch of stuff which is just worth getting. I think it's like an extra 20 quid, but with a discount, you're getting it for the same price as you normally just get the drone for. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of scope. Very quick rundown through my top 5. I'll leave links to them down below. If you do have any questions about any of them, please leave them in the comments. While you're here, if you do enjoy the type of content, please let me know also in the comments. Don't forget to click that sub button, hit the like button. Appreciate it as always. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.